Alright, so I think this is a pretty important topic for everyone to be aware of, and I think that personally, a lot of people will end up being maybe mad with it, but after playing JP for so long and then replaying Canada, I don't really think what I'm going to be talking about is that bad. So as you can see on the bottom, the standard summon for Season 1 is ending in 17 days. Now, the standard summon, when it ends, is when the season ends, okay? Seasons on JP, the average season length should be 30 days. On global, they are essentially 20 days, less than 20 days. It was technically 18 days since it came out on the 30th. So a season for season 1 was 18 days long, 12 days or even more or less than a usual season length that we'd have on JP. Okay, so that is quite an interesting thing. And it does end up making sense as to why the monthlies in here are now 10 days shorter, because obviously the seasons are 10 days shorter. So that is honestly a pretty important thing. So we gotta imagine that it's to play catch up, because Canada at the moment, if we go to Canada, right, we've already got season 2, and then we've already got Kyoto and Kohono. Okay, so we're like what we have 4, 7, 9 more units on Canada. So to catch up, because obviously they've been playing the slow route. Now, what's interesting is that Canada also ends in 17 days. If we check it out, they're both 17 days away. So my guess is that they're going to start syncing up more and more. And we're going to talk about just basically, it's going to start with obviously Canada, and then at one point it's going to be the JP sync with global, which we're going to be talking about in another video, more in depth to that. Okay, so we could imagine that banners will be spammed a bit quicker, but maybe not more banners. And honestly, I don't think it's going to affect too many people, because first of all, people are already saving, right? They're already saving. And if we're really looking at it, Raya Liched, Fauna Vetto, the only one you're really wanting is one of the two between Raya Liched, and then you're saving. Then you're saving for Noelle, but even for Noelle, I'd recommend honestly just like choosing her for Gateway and then going even further than that. Now, what's interesting is that Canada is getting Season 3, and up to date, Canada has been staying pretty strict into basically what they're getting during that season. Okay, so Season 1, we got all the units that came out in Season 1 for JP. Season 2, we got Kyoto Kohono. So we could imagine that Season 3 for the pickup should stay the same. And guess what the pickup is for Canada? It's Julius. We are going to be getting Julius on Canada. Now, logically speaking, global players would be mad if Canada got Julius ahead of global. Just, it's the first unit. Like other people, it's like, okay, Kyoto Kohono, whatever, doesn't really matter. But Julius, that would be something that people might be mad at. So my guess is that we might skip Kyoto Kohono, but I'm not really too sure. This is just like copium, but just because of the simple fact that, what's it called? Julius is just that guy. They might do global with, at the same time, having Julius in global as in Canada. And would it really be a big thing in terms of like meta wise? Noelle would already be out at that point. Okay, we're getting Noelle in 17 days, and Julius would come out about 2 weeks later. So basically like probably end of the month, beginning January, I guess we get him in January sometime then, which would be insane. Right now, of course, we are going to be getting Fauna, like the Midnight Sun, probably this week. I'm gonna guess like end of this week, because the game just launched and they're not gonna launch a banner like within 3-4 days. So I'm gonna say that the Midnight Sun, you're not gonna have much time to be summoning for them. So, you know, try 5 multis on Raya Liched, and then that's basically all I'd say you're gonna be doing, right? But Julius is gonna be insane if he does come out. To me, that's my guess, right? That's my guess, because you can't just release the hypest unit that's released so far in the last 6 months, not counting Black Asta, he's not out yet. So in the last 6 months of Black Clover Mobile, you can't just release them on Canada. You can't. And they're lining up perfectly. 17 days, 6 hours, 32 minutes, and 17 days, 6 hours, 32 minutes. Is that convincing enough for you guys, right? Is that convincing enough? So global will be very overloaded with banners, or in terms of how quick the banners will be going. Personally, the one thing I don't like in all of this is that 17 days means that the pickup is so short, because they can't just release the pickup immediately, and a pickup usually is 2 weeks long. So the pickups are going to be much shorter, but to be fair to them, the pickups immediately, well, afterwards go into the unfeatured. So that's one thing that's really good about pickups, and I really do like that. So just to like kind of go into this, when will Global catch up to CA? So my guess is that Canada will have one more 40 to 50 day season, and then Global will be able to get to season 4 and line up perfectly. Because if they have a 40-day season, then, okay, by the end of it, we're going to get season 4 on Canada, because they're getting season 3 when Global gets season 2. So Global has to get through 2 seasons, and they could do that in 40 days. 2 seasons in 40 days. They're doing 1 season in 18, right? So if they do 2 more in 40 days, that's possible. And then Canada does it in 40 days. They have 1 more dead season. Season 4, they're caught up. Boom. Okay, so we're gonna probably get like the Clover Academy units by then, all lined up, and then yeah, maybe we'll get some extra hype stuff. But overall, that's gonna be my imagination. That's my guess, right? It would make sense to me personally. Now, overall, for Global, is this good or bad? Let's talk about it. So the pickups. Let's go to Canada, I guess. All right, if we're really looking at it, it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, it really isn't bad. So we got the Midnight Sun. All right. Fauna is good, but most people have Blue Yami, and if you don't, well, you have Lotus and then a really good SR DPS. That's blue. Then we've got Veto, who he didn't get buffed, so you don't summon for him. And then Raya Lich are both great. Okay, they're great, but they're gonna get replaced literally less than a week after. So there's no point in actually going ham on them, because Noelle is gonna be there, and there's no point for you to summon on Raya Lich. Okay, so these guys are basically, unless you love them, unless it's your really like it's your character you like, of course you could summon, right? Especially if you have a bunch of pulls. Like the thing is with season 2, we're gonna be fine in terms of pulls, and especially just everything in terms of also just having what's it called, the gateway key. So we're gonna be chilling in that department. But Raya Lich are not needed. I would recommend having one of the 3 green DPSs that you see on screen right now, Fuego, Raya, or Lich, because you would need a green DPS. But besides that, there's no point in really going ham on their banner, okay? Then season 2, you don't have to go ham. You could just use universal dupes if you want to max dupe Noelle. But of course, there is Charmy on the banner too. So I would try my luck on either getting Noelle or Charmy from the first like 5 multis. And if you get one of them from the first 5, you choose the other one from Gateway, and then you max dupe Noelle because you want to, or max dupe Charmy because you want to, because max dupe Charmy is way better than max dupe Noelle, but people are going to fight me on that, but whatever. So something like that is fair. Now, Kiaro Kohono, listen, they could be pushed back. To me, it doesn't matter. To me, like, I don't really see a problem in them being pushed back. I don't really care. But right now, I'm just saying that logically speaking, they're not going to be giving Canada Julius alone. They're not. Especially because the seasons are starting synced. Okay? Like, they're starting at the same time. So it just makes sense, right? To me, it makes sense. But you guys, it might not make sense, but to me it does. Now, overall, in terms of will Global like not have enough pulls, you're gonna, if Julius does come out, then you're gonna have to make up some pulls. But logically speaking, you're gonna be fine for season 2, and then Julius, right? Julius, you're gonna summon hard, and after that, there's not really much you have to summon for. Season 3 kind of sucks, and if they put Kyoto and Kohono there, then season 3 you're good. So we'll have to see what they do. But overall, this is my theory. But besides just like the theory part of this video, it being only 20 days, to me kind of is good. I'm actually, damn Canada, I have not played you in a while. But also, bro, I'm gonna have so many pulls for Julius. If he is next month, like I'm gonna have a full I'm gonna have all this for Julius, so a full 200 pulls. Then I could go on global, so that's gonna be pretty cool for me. I'm gonna do like 600 plus pulls on Julius. That's gonna be cool if he is next month. And also just in general, December you would want to release a fest unit, so you know it makes sense. This is my opinion. Okay, not confirmed because we don't even have leaks on it. There's literally nothing, but it's really just if Canada is getting Julius next, because Julius came out in season 3 and Canada is getting season 3, it would make sense for Global to also get it soon, okay? It would be a bit quick, but what it does do is make it so that Noelle is going to be less of a frequented unit in terms of fully meta, okay? Noelle will be there maybe for like 2 weeks, but it's much better than her reigning for a month and a half on JP. Personally, this is literally all they needed to do to make Noelle not a problem. Have Julius come out 2-3 weeks after. It's great. It's a great solution. I'm not even lying. I'm not even lying. Okay. You make Julius is blue, Noelle is red. Julius is DPS that could just truck her. And what's funny is that max dupe Julius has one more speed than Noelle. One more speed, just because he needs to be quicker, right? So to me, this is really their way of stopping Noelle without nerfing her, but also her still being good, but not reigning over the whole game for a month and a half. That's the way that I think it could work. And y'all let me know, okay? Y'all let me know. I'm going with this. And if I'm right, call me God, okay? Call me God. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. I just wanted to kind of show you guys that. But yeah, pulls-wise, I think you guys should be fine. There's not really that many banners you should be summoning on beside the seasonals. And even at that, seasonals, you get 1-3 free, so yeah. And hey, last thing though, we're still getting 6 more universal dupes in a year than JP. And also Canada, funnily enough. So yeah, but to be fair, Canada, you're just saving. Like I haven't played in a while, and I've still got a bunch of stuff. And in general, how much do I have any universal dupes? I have 4, and also Mage's Path got reset, so I have another 2 here, so I could max dupe Julius if I want. Fuck. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.